In the next few minutes, I'll be showing you how I made this bralette without using patterns, with just my free hand, from cutting to sewing to finishing. Stay tuned. So the measurement you'll be needing your bust circumference measurement and your across bust measurement. So here is my fabric. Let's start. My bust circumference is 36, my across bust is 21. So first of all, you fold your fabric like this into two. Then you insert 21 inches plus 1, that is 22, so that you have sewing allowance of 1 inch. And then mark. I have marked 22 inches. And then my over bust to under bust measurement is 7 inches. I'll times that by 2, so I will get what I'll put on the fabric. And here I am marking 14 inches. Okay, after the 7 inches, you add extra 7 inch to it, so you have what you can plait. So I've marked 7 inches and I'm linking it to the other line so I can cut out, right? And here we are simply done cutting out our front. So after this, what you do, you flip it over, wrong side facing outside, you fold it over like this and then stitch on one side. Okay, I'll be stitching on this side to close it. I'll leave the other side open first, then I'll come back and show you what to do. As you can see here, the creatives, I'm done stitching on this side. I'm simply cutting off excess fabric so that by the time I fold it or open it up, that part will lay flat, right? So I'm done and I'm now turning it over. At this point, you need to iron. Assuming you have iron, you want to get where our midpoint will be so that we know exactly where to place our spaghetti straps. Okay, can you see? This is what you do. You fold it over like this and mark the middle. So we have our midpoint. Now to get where to place our spaghetti straps, you divide here again into two. Okay, you can use your tape. You can just fold it over like this and mark. Can you see? So I'm going with this. At this point, I will be inserting my spaghetti strap. Now to get exactly where I'll place the other strap, I'm simply measuring from the center to the first spaghetti strap. I get the measurement, I insert the measurement on the other side too. From the center, I measured away to mark. So on this point, I'll just insert a slight opening from the wrong side like this, using a seam ripper, a very slight opening of about 1 inch. Peradventure, you have marked where to place the spaghetti stripes before stitching. While stitching, you omit that point by about 1 inch, so you do not have to come back and start seam ripping it, right? So after this, you just place our spaghetti strap like this. Can you see? So go over to the machine and stitch that part so it stays in place like this. So we'll be stitching from the inside. On this other side, I'll do the same thing. So I simply stitch and then come back. So welcome back. Can you see we have inserted our straps successfully? The next thing you do, you get another fabric like this. You can decide to stitch it and turn it over to create another stripe. You place this midpoint like this and then you finish it up with this second fabric, so it automatically takes the shape of a bow, right? I'll simply finish this by stitching and making it to stay in place, then we'll come back and continue. Now for the back, I have cut out 2 long stripes, each with a width of 5 inches. So by the time I fold and sew, it becomes 2 inches. Can you see? So now the length of these stripes I've cut out is our back measurement, our back bust area measurement. You know, our bust circumference measurement is 36. Now 36 minus 21, which is for the across front, will be left with 15. So the stripes are 15 inches plus extra 15 inches. That's about 30 inches long, so that we have excess to tie it at the back. So this is what we do after pleating the sides of the front. We place these back stripes like this. Can you see? Ensuring that by the time, just watch what I'm doing. I'll place it like this, and then I will remain excess of half an inch here. That means for the front, I have pleated the side to be 2 inches in width, so that when it enters, there will be excess of half an inch for me to join the upper part. So let's go over to the machine and sew together. So we are done stitching it together, and here is how it is. Can you see? So the open part of the back is facing up. Okay, so later on we also place our spaghetti strap to the back like this. But let's just take it one step at a time so I don't get you confused. So let's simply join the upper part using this half an inch allowance. Okay, so this is how you do. You start from the edge, closing it up like this. Just watch me sew. You flip it over, so you continue stitching with half an inch sewing allowance. So dear creatives, I'm at the end now. Remember, there is an opening. Okay, the part that links the back to the front, there's an opening. So I'll simply cut off my thread and then flip it out from that opening. You can just use anything sharp to do your flipping. So here I'm just using my scissors, inserting it from this edge. I'll simply work my way through that point where the back and front meets, right? Can you see? So I'll come out from this opening like this, and our back has been successfully joined with the front. If you watch well, you'll notice that the opening is still there on the up area. So you simply come and arrange the allowance inside, the sewing allowance inside, and simply top stitch. Okay, here I'm top stitching. So that is it. I'll also finish that part nicely. Okay, if possible, when you are doing yours, make your opening as small as possible, so that when you finish it with this top stitching, it will come out very neat. Okay, so I'll do the same thing to attach the other parts of the back to the other parts of the front. So dear creatives, we are simply done with the other side of the back too. It's now time for us to attach our spaghetti strap to the back. So what you will do, you measure from your side of the back to where the spaghetti strap will be placed on the back. I'm doing 5 inches. Okay, you can try this on your body, on your client's body. You can take the measurements. So after getting that 5 inches point, I'll simply create an opening just like I did with the front, right? So after the opening, I'll place the strap inside. And also note that you need to measure the length of your strap and ascertain where it should be. Remember, Ankara is not stretchy, so you must be firm in your measurements, firm and accurate. Okay, so I have gotten my measurement right according to my body. I place it inside, and then I will simply sew. I'll top stitch it I'll top stitch it there by back stitching on each point. Well, I'm starting a back stitch. When I'm stopping, I also back stitch so it stays strong. So I'm simply done. So when you are doing this, use a 100% matching thread, okay? So it comes out very neat. On the other side too, I'll repeat the process. From the side seam, I measure 5 inches inwards. On that 5 inches point, I will seam rip a little, and then I'll place my spaghetti strap inside and top stitch. So I'm placing it, I'm taking note of the length, okay? And now I'm also done top stitching on the second strap, and our bralette is 100% ready. Let's go to the table and see. Can you see? So our bralette is 100% ready. I can now wear it and then tie the ropes at the back. Can you see? So let my mannequin model it so you see the fitting on my mannequin, since I cannot model it by myself. So by the time you tie the ropes, this is how the finished part will be. The boss will go inside the person's boss. Can you see? So this is the finished look. If you have found this video interesting or helpful, kindly like and share for others to also learn. Follow the page so you can always get more interesting sewing tutorials like this. Have you watched the pant part of this bikini making? If not, check the comment section. I'll be dropping the link.